Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The qisas or retribution is dropped in the Hanbali school. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Salatu wassalam ala Rasul Kareem. Rabbana taqabbal minna zidna ilma wa hikma wa huda. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad abduka wa rasuluka nabiyil ummi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam taslima. A'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Allahumma atina nufusana taqwaha wa zakkiha. Allahumma arham shuyukhana amma ba'd. We're going over the Hanbali fiqh, the rules in the Hanbali school, where in the kitab al-jiniyat, in the offenses, and we're talking about where the retribution, where the qisas, it's dropped, where it's dropped. Would you like to read the first one?
Yes. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم في سقوط القصاص in the dropping of the retribution. ويسقط بعد وجوبه بأمور ثلاثة.
Yes, three reasons.
Dropped, for three reasons after the obligation of it can be dropped for three reasons.
Yes.
أحدها العفو عنه أو عن بعضه.
Yes.
So a portion of it is forgiven, or all of it is forgiven.
Yes. Yeah. If the heirs of the qisas, they forgive it, they let it go, because when somebody, they harmed somebody, killed somebody, or injured somebody, then they have a right for qisas, retribution, but also they can accept the blood money, or they can drop it. So that's the first one. They just forgive it, let it go.
Okay. فإن عفا بعض الورثة عن حقه أو عن بعضه سقط كله.
Yes.
And then if some portion of the inheritors drop it on the right of it, or on some of it, then all of it is dropped.
Yes, this is talking about the physical retribution.
Yeah.
The qisas means life for a life, eye for an eye, ear for an ear. So it's referring to that. It's not referring to the blood money. So and the Sheikh over here says he mentions a lot of occasions where the physical retribution is dropped. He tries to avoid that, like quite a few reasons for it. He says it, but the blood money is still continuous, in that case.
والباقين حقهم من الدم من الدية, and the rest have a share of the blood money.
Right. Yes. One person drops it, forgives it, and the rest they don't, and they can't do the physical retribution, but they have a right to collect the blood money, the diya.
والباقين حقهم من الدية. So now, who are the rest? Those
so
who did not.
Let's say there's four people there, right? One of them says he doesn't want to do the qisas, he doesn't want to do the retribution for the person. So then the person has to pay the diya, the blood money. So the rest of them, they have the right to the diya.
But not the person who forgives. But not the person who forgives.
Well, the person forgave it, so he doesn't want anything, so he let everything go.
But he could forgive. The next verse is the next line. It's saying, وَإِنْ كَانَ الْعَفْوَ عَلَى مَالٍ فَلَهُ حَقَّهُ مِنَ الدِّيَةِ.
Yes.
And if the reason that he forgave is for the money, then he has the right over the blood money.
Right. Yes.
وَإِلَّا فَلَيْسَ لَهُ إِلَّا الثَّوَابِ.
Yes.
And then otherwise there is not for him except a reward.
Right.
So if he actually forgives, then he gets a reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yes, I mean the most that they can demand from the person is the blood money, and
if you do not forgive
if they don't take the blood money, then they only get the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah mentions that in the ayah in the Quran. فمن أوفي له
من أخيه شيء فاتباع بالمعروف وأداء إليه بإحسان. No, but that's not it. ولكم في القصاص حياة يا أولي الألباب عليكم كتب عليكم القصاص في القتلى الحر بالحر والعبد بالعبد والأنثى بالأنثى فمن عفي له من أخيه شيء. No, this is not it. No, the other ayah, Shaykh, وتجدنا عليهم فيها أن النفس بالنفس والعين بالعين والأنف بالأنف والأذن بالأذن والسن بالسن والجروح قصاص فمن تصدق به فهو كفارة له.
Yes.
So whoever gives the charity of it, then that is his forgiveness for him.
Yes. So it mentions that in the Quran, so that's why he mentions
forgiveness.
That.
What kind of forgiveness, Sheikh? Forgiveness
from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The reward comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Forgiveness of what?
The sins, Forgiveness
big
of
sins
the
or small sins?
What Allah wishes. It says ajro inda Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if a person, they let it go, the qisas on the person and the blood money, they let it go, then they get the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah rewards the person. But اتباع بالمعروف وأداء إلى الله. I think it's
وَدَاءٌ
something like
إِلَيْهِ
that.
بِإِحْسَانٍ. Yeah, whoever forgives that, but they want the blood money, so you have to give them the blood money.
Right,
correct?
that's the most that they can get. It's just the blood money. They can't demand more than that. That's what the sheikh is saying.
Yes.
You know, that's all he gets. And besides the blood money, they only get the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if they let that go.
Okay. الثاني أن يرث
Yes.
القاتل أو بعض ولده شيئا من الدية. Then the second is if the killer or some of his children inherit something, anything from his blood money.
Right.
So
Yes.
now, if the people who are trying to do the qisas actually are the inheritors, that the killer or some of his children inherit anything from his blood money.
Yes. Yes. You know, there's a story in Surah Al-Baqarah. What happened is, وَإِذْ قَتَلْتُمْ نَفْسًا فَادَّعْرَعْتُمْ فِيهَا وَاللَّهُ مُخْرِجٌ مَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْتُمُونَ. That somebody, they killed the person, and it turned out the person that killed him was he wanted to get the inheritance from him. So then the rule came up that, you know, that the person that got killed and the killer was the one that killed him, then he doesn't get the inheritance from the person.
Right.
So like he's saying the same thing from that. You know?
But here, in this case, if the killer is entitled to the inheritance of the blood money,
Yes.
for example, a brother kills a brother, then he would have to pay, but he would get it back, so he cannot be killed for killing his brother. Right?
I guess that's what he says. Sheikh, he tries to give a lot of excuses.
No, I get you.
Not to do
Not
the
to do
physical harm.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
what
got
he
you,
says,
Sheikh. But they're saying in particular is if you are closely related to the person where you would have inherited from that person,
Right, yes, yes.
then you cannot be killed. And then at the same time, if even his children were to inherit, right? So for example, how would this happen, Sheikh?
Let's say the person, he killed his wife, for example, right? And his children are there.
Well, he would have inherited from his wife directly.
Yeah, I guess so. Then he's not killed,
Or
I guess.
let's say a man kills his daughter-in-law. He's not going to inherit from his daughter-in-law, but his son is going to inherit from his daughter-in-law, right?
Yes.
So then, in that case, he's not going to get killed,
Yes,
right? Because his children inherit.
yes. Yeah, that's what the
Subhanallah.
Sheikh, he said. So this is a little
So
bit
he's
little bit
saying
awkward.
family violence. There's no execution for family violence.
This is what the Sheikh says. So it seems a little bit awkward, but you have that rule there that you know, if the person is a murderer that killed somebody, and normally speaking he would get the inheritance, and maybe that's the reason why he did it, then he doesn't get the inheritance. Then, you know. So you have that particular. So I think the Sheikh was trying to explain that, but it doesn't come out straight. You know, when you look at it, when you think about it, then.
No,
it
that's not what
doesn't
he's
really
saying,
make
though,
sense.
Sheikh. I agree with what you're saying that the killer cannot get the inheritance of the person
It
who was
doesn't
killed.
inherit, yes.
I agree with that, but I think what he's saying here is that the obligation of the qisas is dropped.
Right, yes, the
If
physical
there is a
qisas, yes.
family kind of relationship where the person would have inherited, then he no longer needs to be killed. The killer.
Okay, inshallah.
الثالث أن يموت القاتل فيسقط وتجب الدمة في تركته.
Yes.
Okay, if the killer dies, it is dropped, and the blood money is from what he left.
Yes, because you can't, you know, somebody's already dead, then how are you going to inflict the qisas on him, right?
Yeah, how are you gonna kill him? He's already dead.
He's already dead.
So
right?
what? Now
they
he
just
has to
drop
pay the blood money from from his estate. What if his estate doesn't cover the money?
Well, the same thing happens if a person, they die in debt, then
Yeah.
they didn't pay it off, so he'll be in
Who's
debt.
gonna pay it off?
Nobody's going to pay it, just like a person, they owe money, they die, who's going to pay that debt off, right?
His family.
Yeah, I guess they can if they want to. You know, they want to, but the thing is, it's due on the individual. It's not like a regular debt, so you can say so.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's all those.
Yeah, because I thought that the diya has to be paid by the family.
No, the clan, you know, the
Yeah, the
person,
clan.
they have the clan. That's what they say in some cases.
Yeah, so the clan
They
is gonna
they
pay.
have another lesson on there. It says who pays it. If he killed on purpose, then he has to pay it himself. But if he did like
An
the other
accident.
types of killing, the tashabbul qatl, the quasi killing, or he did it by mistake, then the clan also.
What is quasi killing, Sheikh?
Like somebody, they didn't intend to kill the person, like just hit the person, just intended to punch him,
okay.
and then he ended up dying.
Unintentional slaughter, manslaughter.
killing. But he tried to hurt the person somehow,
Yeah,
but not to the
muta'ammidan.
extent of killing.
Yeah,
He
intentional
ended up
killing.
killing.
So intentional killing, he'll pay himself. But if you unintentionally killed someone or accidentally killed him, then
Right.
you wouldn't.
Then
his
the
family.
clan puts into paying off the blood money.
Okay, but what if he kills on purpose?
Yes.
So the
Then
family
he has to
doesn't
pay it
help him.
himself.
How is he going to pay it himself? It's a lot of money.
If he doesn't, then I guess he owes the money to the people then.
Or they just kill him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or they just kill him?
Yes.
Okay, so what happens, Sheikh? I want to ask you something. The family says, this person, he killed my brother or whatever.
Right, yes.
Okay, so we're going to have him pay. He killed him on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We're going to have him pay. He doesn't have the money. So he says, okay, I'll work and I'll owe this debt.
Yes.
Then he doesn't work, he's lazy. So what do we do?
Yeah, then he's in debt. He owes the money to them.
No, but can we kill him?
Then they have to give back the money to him, I guess, then, if they do that. Then.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Wow.
one or the other. The thing is, they have another section is if they talk about that if the person if for wound,
Yeah.
if they already inflicted on the wound on them, then it's done. They can't take any money from afterwards.
Yeah. How
That's
can
what
they,
that-
right? They can't, yeah.
Yeah, because they already did that. That's what it mentions.
Interesting. Interesting. So I
another
think, yeah,
lesson.
I mean, if he's not paying, then, I mean, I guess he just owes the debt. I mean, I don't know what
Right.
you're going to
Yes.
do.
Yes. Be in debt with it afterwards.
Okay,
Or the people just won't get it then.
that sucks. So if the killer dies, it is dropped and the blood money is from what he left.
Yep.
Okay. ولو قتل واحد اثنين عمدا فاتفق أو لياؤهما على قتله بهما قتل بهما. I don't know what that means. If one person killed two people on purpose, the guardians of the two agreed to his killing, he is killed.
Right. Yes. So you have a person who killed two people. So you have guardians of the person A and guardians of the person B. If they both agree to do the qisas and have the person killed, then he's killed. He mentions that because there's other situations.
So
one agrees and one disagrees.
So ولو قتل واحد اثنين.
Yes. One person kills two people.
Yeah, I got you. One
And
person.
then the two heirs of the two people they can demand the qisas.
فاتفق أولياؤهما على قتله بهما قتل بهما. So he's killed by both of them, right?
Yes, if both of them
Yeah.
they say to kill him.
وإن تشاحوا في الاستيفاء قتل بالأولى والثاني دية. So the first, if they disagree, then for the first he's killed, and for the second the blood money.
Right. So he's got to give because he killed two people. So the first one he's killed for killing the one person, and then the blood money goes to the second person. So because the second people they agreed not to kill him.
Okay.
But if both of them agreed to kill him, then he's killed. That's it. So he's not killed twice, right? Because he's already dead. He can't kill a person two times.
Yeah.
But normally speaking, that's what happens. Because he killed
Two
one
in
person,
one.
he's killed. Killed the second person, he's killed. So he's
Two in
killed
one.
once, he's not going to come back to life, right? So
Yeah.
that's the case.
Okay. فإن سقط قصاص الأولى فلأولياء الثاني استيفاؤه.
Yes.
Okay, so now if the first person says, you know what, I was kidding, I forgive you,
Yes.
then after that, or they drop the first one, then it goes to the second one if they want to do the killing.
Right, yes.
Because both parties want this guy dead.
Right. It goes to the guardians of the second party on what they want to do. They want to implement the qisas or not.
So-
So it's like the same thing as the previous point. No?
So in order for him to live, both parties have to say, no,
Yes, that's right.
you
yes.
should live and give us blood money. So
Right, yes.
Yeah, he has to give blood money to both if both
Yes,
of them
he'll
want it.
give twice the blood money than one, because he's killed two people, so he's got to give the blood money to the first person as well as blood money for the second person.
ويستوفى القصاص بالسيف في العنق. بالعنق.
Yes.
في العنق.
Yes.
And the execution is carried out by a sword to the neck. So what's happening, from the back or from the front? Does it matter?
It doesn't really say on there. It gives another example of what happens.
Yeah, إلا أن يفعل شيئا فيفعل به مثله.
Yes.
Except if he did something, إلا أن يفعل شيئا إلا أن يفعل شيئا فيفعل به مثله. Except if he killed the person in a particular way, he's going to get killed in the
Right,
same
yes.
way.
So you look at the first one, because there's a hadith from Rasulullah that somebody, they took 2 rocks,
Yeah.
and they hit it on a little girl to steal her jewelry. And Rasulullah said that he should be killed the same way that he killed the other person. So that's why he mentioned the second point. Otherwise, if there's not really a particular way that he killed somebody, just killed them, then the sword to the neck. That's what he says.
Beheading.
Like this.
Yeah. So like a regular casual beheading.
Yes. Right.
But
Yes.
otherwise, we'll do it the same way that they did.
Yes. So this is how the Sheikh explained this, Sheikh Ibn Qudama. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Okay, inshallah, so let's stop over here. So continue from the ilm.
Yeah.
And this was here back in the old days. People that were more barbaric and they did these things. And today's day and age, hopefully people are more peaceful, so you don't find that happen as much, inshallah, hopefully, in the world, inshallah. So this is good for the ilm, inshallah. So I don't think people are going to come across this in their life, these situations here.
We hope not.
So Muslim, they always believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the akhirah, Allah will take care of everybody in the hereafter. So that's the thing to bear in mind. But anyway, these rules are here. People that have a right to, if somebody killed them or harmed them or something like that, they have a right for the retribution. That's what Allah says.
So in this case, Sheikh, like if the person, for example, burned someone, then we burn him back.
Yes, that would be the case.
But how do we reconcile this with the hadith that he said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that you should not burn with the fire because Allah burns with the fire?
So you got to make a judgment on it. People that use the ijtihad, whether that can be done or not. But the Shaykh, he mentions a lot of different excuses not to inflict the physical retribution on the person. So you see so many times, then the person has to pay the blood money instead of getting the physical retribution. So he mentions a lot of cases for it.
Do the people, the parties who are taking the retribution, do they have to know that if one of them forgives, then he's not going to die?
That's a rule that we talked about that last time.
No, I know, but do they have to be aware of that? What if they don't know? What if there's 5 children, and then 4 of them are like, death, and then one of them's like, no. So, I mean, can they pre-meet and be like, we agree on death? Or, can they know about this and then plan it out? Or what's the situation here? Can they convince each other no, let him be, it's okay, I forgive, or whatever?
Yeah, the thing is, normally speaking, the person shouldn't do things themselves. We have to look at
yeah. No, I agree. But my question is, do these people who are making this forgiveness or death, do they have to know the rules before they make their selection? Or is it the case that they're ignorant and they didn't know, and then the judge just says, too bad, too late, you already said no, right?
Yeah, usually the things that the Sheikh says is usually, the judge does those things usually.
Because he'll educate the people and he'll tell them, hey, if one of you says no, I want to spare this guy, he's going to get spared.
But the judge has got to make the decision. Usually he mentions that for judges, and not specifically for individuals. A lot of the rulings that he has.
But in this particular case, Sheikh, I thought this is like mob justice or something. It's not mob justice?
No, because you see, in the time of Prophet Muhammad, they didn't have a government for all of Saudi Arabia. They had different tribes in different places, and maybe somebody from one tribe, he would do something from a person in another tribe.
So it's really tribal justice, meaning
right? Yes,
justice
from one tribe to the other. You could say that. So you have the blood money where the one tribe pays to the other tribe, the clan.
Yeah.
So sometimes they use the word clan to talk about that. So that's why you have a lot of these rules here.
So mob justice is not okay?
Well, mob is usually people are criminals, right? So these aren't talking about criminals. These are people that have a right to do those things,
Okay, so what about vigilantes?
Sounds also like there might be something they're doing unjust,
Well, vigilantes, Sheikh, are people for example...
Yes.
What happens is...
Yeah, but I know it means that person they're
taking their hands in their own... They're taking the law in their own hands.
But also you have, it could be for wrong reasons too, for vigilante.
No, I know. I'm taking the vigilante is a person who takes the law in his own hands.
Yes.
So is that wrong, or?
There has like a criminal connotation to it, so that's why I don't like to use that word vigilante.
Well, that's fine, but I'm saying what's the Islamic ruling on someone who does something like that? I don't think that there's a necessarily criminal connotation.
If you look at the Islamic rule, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala joins people to be good, to be kind, to be just they have a right to do this if they want.
So, like,
so that would be the best thing
what
to do.
Happens,
just let it go.
is that what happens? Let's say that I have a couple of brothers. Let's say.
Yes.
And then, or let's say I have five brothers. Let's say. And then someone kills one of my brothers, and that's it. There's just four of us and no one else.
Yes.
So then everyone else, they forgive him. But I want to kill the guy. Okay?
Yes.
So then I'm like, I don't care about all this stuff. I'm just gonna go kill him, right?
Yes.
So what happens? Is that vigilantism?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So
Yeah,
what
I could
happens
say
to me?
vigilantism.
What happens to me?
No, you shouldn't do that. But the thing is, if you
Well,
do,
I already
then,
did it. It's done.
then you're not.
I mean, there's no confession,
You're,
Sheikh.
you're
I'm
not.
just hypothetical situation.
Yes. So then you're not killed for doing so. That's
I
the point.
am?
No, you're not killed for doing so.
Okay.
But you're not allowed to do it. But if you do it, then it's not. You don't get the death penalty for that. You know?
So what do I get?
What do you get? Probably nothing. You know.
Well, I mean, probably they would want like blood money.
Yes,
How are they gonna have me pay blood money
Maybe
to a guy
what
who
happens
deserves
is
death?
if there's not like an exact punishment, the judge can decide what to do. So
Maybe he do some ta'zir,
ta'zir, you know, on
yeah.
what to do if he wants to do anything.
Discretionary punishment.
But normally speaking, it's the same thing. If a person that kills somebody, Islamically, a person should forgive and overlook and try to and in the best case scenario, just take the blood money. That's what we do Islamically. But if a person they want to enact the retribution for the person, they're not doing something wrong. So that's the point.
Well, I mean,
they have a right to do it.
well,
if they
technically
want
they're doing it wrong because everyone else has forgiven him, so you shouldn't.
to. Yeah.
Be doing
Oh
it.
yeah. I mean, the people they disagree with it, and the rule is it's got to be dropped.
But he
The person
doesn't
that
drop
can't
it.
do
The
that.
guy just goes out and carries
Right,
out the
yes.
punishment. So
Yes. That's what the Sheikh he said before in the other lesson. If one of the people they disagree with it, then the physical retribution is dropped, and he's got to pay the blood money.
I get it, Sheikh. It is dropped. I agree with you. But the question is, if one of them just goes out and carries it out anyway, just taking the law in his own hand.
Yeah, I think maybe the ulama they have different views on it. I'm gonna look into it what they say. Inshallah. Wallahu alam.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes.
Exactly.
So you have. I think the Sheikh over here. Yeah, we'll see what the details about that because that's a specific situation. Inshallah. Okay, inshallah. All right, so let's stop over here. Subhanallah wa bihamdi. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayk. And Allah knows best, and may peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And these things is, in the first place, a person, when they harmed somebody, they did something wrong. And the other things, when a person, so you don't want to continue on that, on barbarism and harming people, but rather a Muslim person, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Ahsinu, be good." So that's what the Muslim person should do. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. May peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.